Welcome here. I can hear you. Good evening. Okay, we're about to start. We have an evening that is full of fun as we display the war culture. And to start this, my name is Ncuda Usa, and I'm going to introduce our MC for tonight. And it's no other person than Mr. NC Elias.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
DJ, you and I will have to start a fight right at this moment. Okay? All right. He's responding, so no more fight. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, when you start anything, when you meet a friend for the first time and you start with a quarrel, or you start with some form of disagreement, that is the best friendship that's going to come out from that kind of junk, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome to this very, very wonderful event. An event quite unique, quite special, one of its kind. It has never happened here. That all the members of Ncuda United States of America had to make it one way. All their roads one way towards the Midwest, towards Indiana, and right here in Indianapolis. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we give a cheer to all our guests that have come from far away to celebrate this day with us? We are just so honored that you were able to make it right to the Midwest to enjoy this wonderful climate with us. I just hope it was not just too hot for you. But we are going to have a very wonderful time. We started yesterday. It was all great. You guys have made Indiana one of those places, and I'm sure some of you have seen Indiana to be one of those places you have to settle in. So we are like inviting you to come in. We want more of you. Some days back it was just one person, but right now we boast of a whole crowd. So, ladies and gentlemen, once more you are welcome. I will not take your time talking too much because that is just what MCs do. But I have a very short program, and we have very short. Okay, I want to invite the Vice President of Ncuda Midwest to come right here and join the press, the acting coordinator, and so that the two of them can fill these chairs behind me. The DJ is only a driver. I need to know the owners of the car I'm driving. Else, I'll drive you to wherever I choose. And that may not be too pleasing.
Vice President.
Dive straight on our program while we wait for everyone to take their seat. it is very normal that when you receive visitors, you have to welcome them into your house, and then you ask them, why did you come, right? And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call up somebody who happens to be a pillar, a foundation of Ncuda Midwest. But before I go there, ladies and gentlemen, it was going to slip off my mind, but you know, in everything we must always give thanks to the Almighty, isn't it? Yes. And so, we are just going to actually dedicate this whole event into the hands of the Almighty God, and we'll be inviting our Father, Daddy Auro Matthew, to usher us into the presence of God. Unfortunately, my microphone cannot go too far, it will go off.
Please let us stand up and pray. Our blessed Father, we want to thank you for the privilege of giving each and every one of us from Go and friends to be here this evening to celebrate this occasion. So we are very, very grateful to you because you've been faithful to us in the past, and you continue to be faithful to us even today. Father, we pray that you will be present in our midst. And that, Lord God, as you unite our hearts, minds, and souls, we'll be able to rejoice and be glad because you'll be with us and protecting us and keeping us together. Father, I want to thank you because you are our Lord and our God, who has good plans for us, especially this organization, Ncuda USA. We are very grateful for each member, oh Heavenly Father, who has done everything to keep this group strong. I want to thank you because you've been with us right from our deliberations yesterday. And even now you have come to be able to rejoice and be glad as a family in which you have put each and every one of us. And we are grateful to you. Father, we invite you to get to be present with us, to bless us, protect us, and keep us close together. In the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Daddy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about when we talk about Ncuda Midwest, there are certain people, not many of them, who started the foundation of Ncuda Midwest. And maybe to our guests who are not Ncuda members, Ncuda means the World Cultural and Development Association. And the United States has its own big branch of that association because it is all over the world, but the nucleus of that organization is found right there in Ngwo village. And so we are just the branches, and today is the national, that is the United States national branch that is coming together to celebrate that culture of where they come. And so I am going to call one of those foundation members who is the pillar and through whose largesse we are in this hall. When I say through whose largesse we are in this hall, he actually told us, don't bother much, I'll take care of this hall for you. And so when you look at where we are right now, he did it from pocket. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm inviting Mr. Akonji Ferdinand. Robert. Sorry. Oh, how nice. How nice to receive some cheers when I make a mistake. I think I should make many of such mistakes this evening. You know, I'm so close to two of them. Ferdinand is the older brother. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for clapping for me. And thank you for ignoring that correction. And now, please, put your hands together and invite Mr. Akonji, Robert.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Robert Akonji. I'm the true son of Kunwo Ncuda subdivision of Northwest. I would like to say welcome to Indianapolis, Indiana, as we celebrate the vast culture of war. I'm going to give you guys a little history about this organization. As you mentioned earlier, the nucleus of Ncuda is in war. And we have another nucleus of Ncuda in Washington, D.C., actually in Maryland. Some few years back, I think it was 2008, I moved from Bowie, Maryland to Indianapolis. When I arrived here, there were just, I think, 3 or 4 young men living here. So I decided that maybe we could form a small association. I decided to contact one young, wonderful, great guy by name Obosti Abinte, who is of blessed memory. May his soul rest in peace. So he was able to contact his siblings like Patrick, Akeme, and Promise. We all met and we started this organization, and we decided to call it Ncuda Midwest. You know, whenever there is a small party, there's always some resistance, like outside Sudan, other countries, and Babylonia. We actually had a little bit of resistance from our brothers in Washington, D.C. And I want to say, guys, thank you very much for accepting us, despite that resistance. Today, we're here to celebrate the vast culture of war. I know there have been a lot of messages. I will call this historical because it's the first time it's taking place out of Washington, D.C. For the last 10 years, I've never been emotional. Yesterday, I was sitting home, I looked at my WhatsApp message. I saw our brother and sister in the bus singing, "I'm coming." You all remember the story I have, the children of Israel enter Jerusalem, all those. I was really emotional when you all were singing those songs and driving in that bus and coming to Indianapolis. I was really touched yesterday when I saw you all singing. I said to myself, if these people can be driving in this mass, singing, and they were singing our name, Indiana women were coming, Indiana were coming. Guys, there is nothing in life that is a saying that no matter how rich you are, if you don't have your people, you're not rich. Your people and your money. Again, thank you. I'm not going to take a lot of time. On behalf of Ncuda Midwest, as the MC said earlier, when we started, there were 4 members. I think today we have a membership of, I think, 22. Yes. And we are trying to extract you guys to join us. And I will make sure by the end of the year, we should have 3 more members in this community. It's not a wonderful night. I know our women are ready to come and dance. Unfortunately, the president is not here. our president is Clement Imbe. He's on his way coming. I want to thank him for leading us for this with this organization, for making this night very successful. And I want to thank especially our women for the wonderful job they have done. It's not easy to put together an event like this. Then one thing I want to tell you guys, no matter where you are, there's what they call belong. If you are a one member living in Indianapolis and you are not a member of this organization, it's a shame. It's a shame. There's no way that you don't belong with your people. You don't live with your people. So hopefully those of our brothers and sisters who are not part of us will maybe next time have the opportunity or think about it and join us. I'm not going to stay too long. Again, I'm going to welcome everyone on behalf of Ncuda Midwives. Let's have fun. It's going to be wonderful. And we are planning, I don't know where we're going to go next, maybe in Texas, maybe in Atlanta, but we'll be there as a work family. And I want to say those from Maryland, the women, again, guys. I mean, there was a mission person, when he sang Pastor, he said, let me speak now in my dialect. So I was talking to my lovely women in our dialect. Again, thank you. Have a wonderful night. Let's enjoy ourselves, and there's plenty to eat and drink.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I know that you've seen some ladies already in costume, already waiting to get into action, because we didn't come here to joke, we came here to actually not just showcase, but ladies and gentlemen, feel free to join this
Let's go. Okay.
tradition that has enough strength to go for centuries. You don't just turn it up in just 1 day. Right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, even though these great ladies and men have lived in this country for quite too long, you cannot turn that tradition in them in just 1 day. And so it will continue and it will flourish, and the future is assured for a great culture. If our men are getting ready, then we are ready for them. And while we wait for the men to indicate that they are ready, ladies and gentlemen, would like to have a word. Are we together? Good. All right. While I wait for the men to let us know they are ready, we would like to have a word from somebody who decided to tickle our mind, who decided to make us think a bit. Some of us thought in that direction, some didn't. Some of us tried, some couldn't just make it to any level that made sense to this guy. But he did a great thing by bringing our minds to start thinking down memory lane, how we have evolved, how the things we were actually like living out of our minds and our history, how he's trying to bring those things back, so that when some of us write our books, when some of us do our research, we should know that certain things happened in the past. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to invite one of our three guys who has a sense of history and decided to do some pop quiz. And so we want him to talk very, very briefly about that quiz and to give us the results of it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Amon.
Thank you, sir. I am like this, I'm speaking this, some days I don't. Sometimes when it's too late, I don't speak. Know it, understand it, I send my sympathy. The question I asked was, when was the final battle between the Anglo fought? Who was the war hero who delivered the victory to war? Where did he hail from? And I said, any war person, woman or man, anywhere in the world, of any age, who answer those three questions correctly, I will give him or her $500 cash. Do we have anybody out who is ready to walk out of here with $500?
Repeat the question.
Come on to the floor.
It doesn't hurt to try.
No, it doesn't. You might be smoking yourself to the benefit, but you don't get it right.
If I can serve my memory right, the final battle between War and Ngi was fought in Eborodi at Mbe, and the person that gave the final blow that ended the battle was Tembaba from Kun. Am I be wrong?
Thank you, sir. You are not dismissed, but you have to repeat the class. Anyone who wants to try this? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. $500 going.
Can you repeat the question?
Come on, one, two.
Repeat the question. Three questions.
Repeat the question.
There were three questions.
Yes.
I thought you answered
No.
three.
He answered two, and all of them were, I offer the opportunity to repeat the class. Anybody wants to try?
Can you
All
repeat the
right.
question?
Yes.
Repeat the question, please.
When was the final battle between the war fought? Who was the war hero who delivered the victory to war? Where did he hail from in terms of quarter? Yes?
It was in 1949, and the man who fought the fight took place in Be, and the man who was the hero, was turned back from the phone.
Thank you, sir. You have to repeat the class twice. Anybody else? Before I put the money away. Is it here? All right.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
I want to answer that question if the money will go back to Ncuda.
Sir, I don't care where it goes. Just answer the question.
No, I want you to say that the money, if I answer correctly, it goes to Ncuda.
Sir, the money will be your money. You can send it to heaven.
Then I'll keep my answer.
All right. My kid, I think you're going to have to wait 1 more year to be written from one. All right. The final battle between the war was fought at a place called Atingin. I'm going to read those which place called Atingin. The place overlooking the Ranger before you get to the sea. It was such a very, very, very terrible war. Because it was one village fighting the clan, not Go clan. And Go people had a Ngu, which the people did not know at the time. So they interpreted it to be gods. Whenever the Jews were coming, they ran away. But when the Jews went away, they came back. And again, because of numbers, they were able to actually get us down. But when they fought that final battle, I think more people suffered a lot of losses to the extent that they came to the conclusion that it was better for them to run away than to have everybody killed. So when they did that, there was a young man from Kotin called Agen, and the father's name was Ncuda Usa. This man was a true war man, if you understand what is meant by war. So when the war people ran away and the people started going away, he came out and started provoking them. So, oh, look at you, young people in your town, you run away from me, a simple woman. They turned around and started coming. They shot one person and disappeared. The people came, they cleared the ground, they weighed everything, they couldn't find the man. They left and started going. They came out again and he goes, oh, look at you, you coward, you run away from me, a simple woman. They came back, he shot another one. They looked for this man, they couldn't find the man. They started going, he did the same thing. They got to a point when there were about 30, 40 people lying down. Then the people made a wide decision and said, no, there's no point fighting this guy because he's going to kill all of us. We can't see him, we can't find him. How are we going to find him? So they surrendered and left and went. But then his father was blind, he was living in a small house. I don't know what you know it for. Whenever he went to war, his father sat in a house blind with that small pot with a blood inside. If his son got shot, he will come in I'm going to call a fool, who won? When he comes, even though the father was blind, he will fly into the house, the father will open the door, covers him inside for about 5 minutes. When he opens it, he flies back to the battlefield and he will wake up. Yes. People had gathered a Kote. People were crying that Age had been killed. His father those dancing in the house, he told them, you are wasting your time, our son will not kill. He said, Papa, what do you mean? Everybody who survived is back. Everybody has been killed. Age is killed. Papa said, you can waste your time, our son will not kill. So people were there crying. Around 2 a.m., they heard the noise coming from that hill overlooking your compound. The master went outside and said, people be quiet, and listen. Then they heard again what they say war, carry come. The father said, what did I tell you? I told you my son was not here. You see the killers again coming. Then about 2:30, 3 o'clock, I get landed into the yard with the head of the fallen man he killed. He turned the father and landed into the yard with the head. That's the war hero. And I showed to you that I put out the right answer. You made me $100 richer. Thank you.
1 year.
The sauce. I will give you the sauce, sir. Sauce number 1.
1 year, sir.
Listen, please. Source number one, Nkonyam, of late, who has taught in Kun school. And what you know him, who are also of late, and they are from the Tarango. I don't know the year.
The year is unknown, but what is certain is that there was a final battle. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, as a child growing up, right into my adolescence, I've read some kind of books that kept me out of despair. Those kind of books were books that talk about culture. And that alone has convinced me that culture has has some of the highest values that will be sustained for the future. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, I'm just going to invite the voices you heard a few moments ago when our great guy was talking. And the ladies at the back, if you are hearing me, now again, it's your turn. Remember, they have just taken the baton. I told you
Woo!
On the feet of a professional dancer. And today, I can tell you that even though we are dancing on carpet, originally, where we come, people dance barefoot, on gravel, and you will not see blisters on their feet. Amen? Amen. That is culture. Amen. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to be going forward with our very wonderful occasion. And as I said, it's just to catch fun, nothing much. And I just want to bring us to something I read, a story I read about Ubuntu. Just to tell you, all of you who have come from far and wide, all of you Ncuda members from all over the United States, all of you, our guests who have come to grace this occasion with us, I want to borrow from the Ubuntu spirit. I read a story about Ubuntu, which simply means I am because we are. And the story quite short about this guy who goes to Africa and decides to put a game with kids. The game has a prize, and he takes this prize to and place it at the bottom of the tree. And then takes the children some distance away. And as these children, you run, and the first person to the tree gets all the candy and all what they are put as a prize. And that prize was just for the first person. But when he said, on your mark, set, go. They all did not run. They all did not run, leaving behind one or any of them. Because amongst them, there were people who were crippled. So, they chained up, they held their hands, all of them, and all on the same line, and ran together, right to the tree. And when they arrived at the tree, they collected all the package that was put together as a prize and shared it amongst themselves. And this white guy was so amazed and asked, why did you do that? And they said, we cannot afford to make anyone amongst us not happy. One's happiness is the happiness for the other. And so they decided to do that so that they all will be happy. There is no winner and there is no loser. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming all the way to help us have this Ubuntu spirit where our happiness is your own happiness. Thank you so much. That said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to invite one of our parents, and notable, one of the great minds we have here in the United States, to give us a word. We cannot be celebrating culture when we cannot go to ask these patriots, these notables, to share a word with us. And I just flipped my eyes behind me and I didn't see him. If Mr. Ncuda is around and is hearing my voice, it's him I'm talking about. And while he comes, ladies and gentlemen, as I said from the beginning, it was not going to be speaking, and I'm almost near the end of talking, so that we can now continue the rest of the event doing business with our bodies and legs. Amen. If Mr. Ncuda is near you, could you tell him that I just echoed his name right here? Acting National Coordinator of Ncuda, to come up and actually speak to us. Mr. Coordinator. Okay. Mr. Coordinator, could you warm your seat a bit? Sorry. You know, you are still very young. You're younger than me, you know? I know you want to see somebody, but I want to say something too. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe these women have all come entered into new, into different selves. You saw them with their loins and all of that. Right now, I know some of you could identify them, but they had to go dress up and come back different. And I will be inviting someone. I just want her to show me her hand if she's ready. Is Sister Comfort ready for me? Is she ready for me yet? Not yet. Okay. Still polishing up. That's fine. Still preparing her dance shoe. I mean, she doesn't feel ready for the bed. I want to call those dance shoes. Okay.
This is the period and I've won and got so. Ponga, and I did be war, as a song for she. What did I say? And I am being one, and I feel one day was so. If give running and no, the ending, it's ready for the duty of the one of what we see. ladies and gentlemen, we're here for Ncuda, a movement which is carrying all over the world today. And I want to begin by saying that when you get to a compound, when a new baby is giving birth, you need to see the child, talk the child, handle the child. After that, you ask for plantains. They will give you either 2 or 3. You roast it very well, press it, they give you oil. You put the oil and mix it. Before you do that, you have cut your leaves. You eat some, put some in the leaf, tie and go to your own compound. When you get there, you say, I visited a new birth, giving birth baby, and this is what I have brought from there. Your own children will eat and be happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that we've been talking Ncuda. We don't know where Ncuda was born and who was the father or mother who gave birth to Ncuda. Ladies and gentlemen, in this historical events here in the United States, today is not the first time. Today can be other 4th, 5th, and so forth. It happened after fortnightly, after 2 years. So the people of Ncuda have deemed it necessary that perhaps several things have been way wrong, or some of them have been making wrong statements without knowing the right channel, and so they wish to know. Thank God that today, give me your ears and listen to me and get everything, so that you don't go tomorrow and be fumbling somewhere that you are talking in the name of Ncuda. One, how come about Ncuda? I want to say that sometimes don't blame people. Sometimes welcome challenges. Sometimes welcome provocation. Sometimes when you are provoked, you stand up and can do something. So Ncuda came as a result of provocation. When we were drinking somewhere, somebody provoked the Chibongo. I went to the school compound. That night, I did not sleep. I was touched. I asked myself, who is this man who has provoked the forum? What is his position in this village to be provoking the forum? Something has to be done. But then it came to my memory that late Allah, a hero, Allah the second, who when I took a project from Tudu, that branch of Tudu, Kotoma Court, when people don't say from outside, no. It started from Tudu, from the Kotoma Court. Don't write to outside before people started taking their own side. So people were digging with sticks, holes, and etc. So, they started this road in 1950. Then 1960, it arrived and moved, where the vehicle, the first, if not second vehicle, arrived in Ncuda in 1960. Then in 61, when he ended in a quarter called Njo, the central power in Ncuda, when people left back and settled there, started expanding way up to Sabri and down to Kuti. And this quarter is called Njo. There is a sign there, a place where the Presbyterian Church Center is there. They call that place Ekpa. It was a historical place till today. It is a prayer of the farm of Ekpabia. That's the first woman of Ncuda. When you're dancing of Ekpabia, you think of where Ekpabia was farming. It was farming where the Presbyterian Presbytery or Parish of Ncuda is there, and that quarter is called Njo. Right. From here, Ncuda women have known Ekpabie as their first mother. Right. As time went on, I felt that it was good to do something to close the mouth of some people. When they are educated, they get to their village, they get to their area. Instead of promoting development, instead of promoting peace, instead of letting people live in peace, because they have learned something. They have learned moral in school. They have learned discipline in school. They have learned peace in school. They can read Bible and interpret and follow the path of God. But instead, they turn to become riot and begin to challenge. Do you read the Bible? When you are challenging your elders, your mother, your father, have you been reading the Bible? Okay. So when that matter happened, when I slept in school, I didn't sleep that night. I said something had to be done. A vision came to me that when Anawa the hero does the road and ended in job, then for 1950, then 1960, go to and 61, he had an accident. That came the end of that project from Ncuda Court to job. He had a motor accident when he was flown to the Enugu hospital. So, from that 1961 till 1960, 1972, 12 good years, a motor could not reach Kuti. No vehicle could reach Kuti. So the idea came into me that Kuti people were also finding a way to say they will separate from the upper world because they dug a road and ended in job and could not get down to Kuti. Therefore, they would like to cut away from the upper world because they have no support for them. Whenever I was returning from a farm, in a social drinking, I was getting all the information. I left down at early in the morning and knocked at the door of the farm. At about 6:30, then they opened the door. I enter and say, "Ben, I have something in mind. I didn't sleep the whole of today. I've dreamed of something that something has to be done. For the indiscipline in this village." He asked me, "What do you think?" I said, "Ben, I want that we should form something which will take power since you are down and you don't travel, which will take power and will discipline any indiscipline act in the village." Well, then from there I told him the first thing to do is to complete the section of the work you go from Tutu and ended in Jaw down to Kuti, so as to close the mouth of those Kuti people who are very angry with you. He gave me the go ahead. I invited all the quarterheads, there were 15 quarterheads in Go. I invited all of them into the palace. They got that, I sold the idea to them. They embraced. I didn't hesitate. I went on and chose 4 people in Senyara from Kun, Zorunde of Gemenge, sent them to court to collect money from the people of Upper Go. I chose Emer and Chair of Kuti and Insumba for Kuti, all quarterheads, to go and collect money from the Kuti people who else they were not going to pay anything. When it was done, I wrote to the inspector of police to release late police out there to follow those people down southwest. 5 of them were there in the month of August in 1973. They brought some money.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, our great mind, to have walked us down memory lane. Some of the things we've heard, we know they don't come out really and very easily, but we have had the opportunity of listening to you, and it has been registered. And some other times we'll call upon you to tap from your repertory of events And through that, we may be coming again, maybe to do some research from your mind. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes, the most ordinary things could be made very, very extraordinary simply by doing them with the right people, isn't it? We could do very ordinary things and make them to become very extraordinary when we do these things with the right persons. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to invite the national coordinator of Ncuda USA to now give his word, Mr. Patrick Gene.
Good evening, everybody. All right, the moment has come. It's almost midnight, and we are going to make it very short. I stand here today to say I'm so happy we have set a new direction for our organization. We are handing over to a new team of leaders that is going to take us to the next level. But before we get there, I would like to thank all those leaders that have worked with me and every other person sitting here to make this event that we're seeing today. I'll call Mr. Ncuda Augustine, who's Dr. Ncuda Augustine, who is the financial secretary. He's the one who has managed the financial affairs of Ncuda USA at the national level. I don't know if he's here in the hall. Okay. The next person is the Secretary General, Mr. Barrister Ake Benedict. He's somewhere around here. And we also have Mr. Edibel Aworo, who has been the treasurer of the organization. Edibel, are you somewhere in the hall? Okay, since the executive knew that they are heading over to the new executive, everybody disappeared. But we're going to take that. And today I'm standing here as the outgoing national coordinator of Ncuda. This is an opportunity that you cannot make a mistake with. When you take it, run with it. And I stand here today to know and to tell everybody we have used every single dime that this organization had to organize this occasion. But we don't want to leave this organization with an empty coffer. So we are going to set up a challenge in this hall for everybody to think, what can I do to make this organization move forward? So I'll call on the new executive that is going to pilot this association to come out so that we can introduce them for everybody to see, those who want to put some dimes in their hands to move forward. And when I do that, I'll call on our pioneer emeritus, Mr. Waters Azier, to come out here and use his experience and wisdom to put these people to their seats and to give them what they need to do to move forward. So, without much to talk about, I'd like to call on the new executive of Ncuda, and I'll begin by calling on the new national coordinator, Mr. Golof Ba. Second, I'll call Mr. Aye Claude Akeme, who is the assistant national coordinator. Then I call Mr. Barrister Benedict Ake, who is the re-elected Secretary General. Also, I'll call on Mr. Aburo, who is the new Financial Secretary. Mr. Anago Edward Atex, who is the new Treasurer for the organization. And Madam Regina Mbe, who is the organizing secretary. So as you see, this is a crew that is going to pilot the affairs of this organization moving forward. And to tell you they are not going to make any mistakes. They are going to just follow suit and make sure 2 years from today we'll be at a different level. So I'll call on Emeritus, our pioneer Ncuda National Coordinator, who set a foundation that we want to build on moving forward, to come out and honor this our people and tell them where they want to be in the nearest future.
Thank you, Mr. Coordinator. Good evening, everyone, or good morning, as it were. I'm honored to stand here tonight and speak to these fine ladies and gentlemen in whom we have entrusted the affairs of this association for the 2 years coming. Our elections are made for 2 years, and I think each officer is eligible to run for 2 terms. Mr. Incoming Coordinator, and your team. Before I get to you, let me recognize the outgoing team for an excellent job. Starting right here with the coordinator, and then the financial secretary, the treasurer, the incumbent Secretary General, and the treasurer said, really, this work is selfless. It's, like we say, it's even thankless, because they offer their services to the organization, and then they are on the receiving end of all the, I wouldn't say insults, that's too much, but they're on the receiving ends of all the jabs that you can get when things go wrong. Unfortunately, when things are going right, they don't get the thumbs up that it deserves, for the most part, right? So let's give it up again for the outgoing team. And this is the first of its kind in the history of our organization in the United States to be here in Indiana for our biennial convention. It is such a wonderful success. This is a huge story that we will all take back. DC came here in their mass. We have from other states, from Texas, from Tennessee. Folks came from all over to be here. That tells us that, it shows us that the people of Mboa in the United States are ready to turn a new page in its history. So this is one of the most solemn moments when we come together in an election year where we commission the new officers of the organization. Last night, elections were held, and the membership in here, each and every one of you here who were present at that General Assembly meeting, you overwhelmingly voted for each of these individuals in their various positions. You gave them your mandate. You said to each and every one of you, we are saying, take up the mantle of this association. We have entrusted in them that authority to take our association to move it forward based on all the resolutions that we all agreed on, we adopted. So they have their work cut out for them for the next 2 years. Mr. National Coordinator, you are the head of this team, and I can't overstate the fact that the buck will stop with you. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. It doesn't matter if any one of your members here drops the ball. We will not look at them. You will have to answer for all their shortcomings. So, if I have to borrow from the Ubuntu philosophy, where you don't leave any one of yours behind, where the happiness of one is the happiness of all, I would say that for this team, you all are together. If one member drops the ball, the entire team has to pick that up. You can't sit back and say, oh no, it's the responsibility of the financial secretary, or it's the responsibility of the organizing secretary. No, the entire team has to band together to make it happen. That is how it is. That is how we judge you. This association, I believe the membership has moved on from an attitude of complacency where they just don't take you to task. They don't take the officers to task for things that go wrong. And you know a thing or two about what it takes to handle positions of this sort. We are lucky that we have incoming members who are new on this team. At least we have one who is staying, the Secretary General. I think he has enough knowledge during your meetings to pass on some of the tricks that he learned as part of his duties during the outgoing organization. So he is on the team, he has knowledge of what's there, so you can lean on him to fill you in on all the things that you will need to do. So, in this country and in everywhere, when we are commissioning a new team into office, we want them to commit to the Lord, right? They have to pay allegiance, not only to God, but also to the Constitution, that overriding document that governs the affairs of that organization. So, to do that, I'm going to read from the internet. It's a standard oath of office that will be taken. Ordinarily, we would have done that with the Bible if we had one here tonight. We could have a virtual Bible, right? which would be a cell phone that is opened up to a web page that has some verses of the Bible present. So can anyone do that? Because I'll need to roll my own oath of office to read from. Who wants to? Mr. MC, are you here? Yeah, please could you open up your cell phone to a Bible verse? I don't have one in my head. I'm cool. No, I don't have it. I'm cool, Matthew, please come first. I would also like to call on one of my big brothers here tonight. Ncuda Usa, I think one of please come up. Please. Chief Willie Abegesa, please come. Okay, we have here members of our organization, our seniors, so also all of us here. We want them to witness this swearing in personally, and then shake hands as well with you. So you would please repeat after me.
Raise your hand.
You raise your hands, Mr. MC. Do we have the cell phone open to the Bible verse?
What verse?
I said I don't have a verse. Just open up the cell phone to the Bible. Just a verse that will.
No, you don't need to use
Numbers 23.
You're the Bible should come. I'll take the Bible as a whole.
Yeah. Okay, just.
I got your point.
So just raise your hand. You will repeat after me. I. And then. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of Ncuda USA
and defend the Constitution of Ncuda USA.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of Ncuda USA.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of Ncuda USA.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take the obligation freely.
That I take the obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
Without any mental reservation or purpose or evasion.
Of purpose. And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
That I will well and faithfully discharge.
The duties of the office.
The duties of the office.
Which I am about to enter.
Which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
On that affirmation of oath, we do hereby solemnly declare the Ncuda USA Executive Team 2019-2021 installed in office.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. You are all witness since to this solemn swearing-in ceremony of the new executive of Ncuda Usa. So you can all take your seat. So since they're going to sit down now, I'm about to get into the next level of this occasion. And before we get there, I still want to thank the Midwest ladies and gentlemen for the wonderful job well done. You all have put up a good show, but we want to end it better. And I have a crew of some notables of friends that I want to just point my fingers to. These are people, when you walk around Indiana, you say, I'm from Amazonia or La Republic or wherever you call yourself. They are the people that you will ask questions and they will able to answer that question. So if you can see this table sitting right here on my left, they are people of all walks of life. And they hold Indiana to the highest esteem. And I respect them all. Thank you for the support you guys have come out to give this organization. And I know I count on you every day, every moment. You are here for us. Thank you so much. So Mr. Ellison, it's your turn.
Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, just to recap. Sometimes the most ordinary things could be made very, very extraordinary when you do them with the right people. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, just as I said at the beginning, people make culture and not culture making people, right? And so, we are going to dive into that part which I asked all of you to use it as a testimony that you were here. We are going to go into it. Well, as an avant-garde, I want to invite one of us who is a great artist and who has put together a lot. We just want to have a tip of the iceberg from her great repertoire. And ladies and gentlemen, DJ, if you are ready for this great lady, if you are ready for this great lady, I know you know her, I know you were briefed, and I know you know what to do. Right. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready, as I am, please put your hands together. Let's welcome our sister Comfort, and she goes by another name, Evangelist Comey Bethta.
Hello. Hello. It's like everybody is sleeping. Are we sleeping? No. Hello. Are we ready? My name is Evangelist Comey. My given name is Comfort Njiko. My artist name is Evangelist Comey. A lot of people call me Comey. I sing gospel. I'm from Go. I've just released a new album. And this is my third album in the market. It's pure gospel. And I sing in English, mixed with the Igbo dialects. So the song I'm going to sing here today is in world traditional song. This song is about giving honor to our chief, worship our chief. Let us ask God to bless the whole village. That is going to be the first song. The second one is going to be dinner, which I have put it together. And the name of this song is Cha Cha Bewu. Please, I would like everybody to stand up and dance. And let us worship our chief and thank God for bringing us together. Please, DJ, let's go. The music, please, I have copy in the hall. Support evangelist. The copy is $10. Please. Together we heal the world. Come together, let's
national coordinator is about to come up and say hello to the people. But before he does that, I'd like to call on all the Ngwo people sitting here today. We set this up for a reason. We did not just jump into this hall by mistake. We will expect every son and daughter of Ngwo sitting here today that have not paid their convention dues to see the financial secretary, Dr. Augustine Tembe Ncuda. So we'd like people to be heading that way. Make sure you are paying your money. We want to do that right now. So, Mr. National Coordinator, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Are we up? Okay. Today is a great day, and I'm particularly humbled. On behalf of my entire executive, I want to thank all the Ngwo people. Ngwo, Okuma Bobian Romy Chen Chonge, the Berangol Bobo, the Berangol for any for times here. Enga, after Ian Romy, the Indian, you should have been after Kawakam, and the Kikando at home, the Berangon, Nambramu Day, confidence here in Fanbenga. That said, I was just saying that on behalf of my executive, we're truly humbled and thankful to the Ngwo people and all of you present here today for the confidence that you've bestowed upon us by electing us into this office. We know it's a difficult challenge. It's a heavy shoe. You've seen greatness being displayed here today. So for us to have accepted this challenge, we know it's a very difficult task. But we believe in this. We believe in God. We believe in God, and we believe in you. When I say you, I mean all of you. All of you who have selected us to lead you. Ngwo is a very, very talented village. It's a village full of talent, as you can see from the musicians who just trailed us to this wonderful music, to the traditional dance that we just witnessed a few minutes ago, and to the organization that you see around here. Our people are full of talent, and for us to succeed in this task that you've bestowed upon us, we count on all of you. We will be reaching out to you individually as a group. Please, the only thing I ask of you today is that when we reach out to you, say yes to us and give us your support. That said, I will promise you this. I will promise you transparency in everything that we're going to do. I will promise you that I will work, and I know I speak for my entire team. We have accepted this challenge because we want to take Ngwo to a different place. And we will do everything, I mean everything, within our powers to make sure that 2 years from today, when we come back to report, we will be happy to report with genuine, concrete evidence. So that said, I don't want to take a lot of your time. I just wanted to thank all of you for your support and to let you know that all of you are already invited to the next convention in 2 years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. To whom more is given, a lot is expected, isn't it? And we are happy with your mouth. You said it. We are happy with your own mouth. You took the engagement. And we are happy we are going to be with you all through the way. As the Ubuntu philosophy says, we will be together. You will be with us as well as we will be with you. Because at the end, the happiness will all be ours. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you see the beauty of this room, it's the handiwork of one great person, and they who made this beauty that we see in this room, they are called the serene decor, and they are found in Dayton, Ohio. If you want to know them more and you want to have their services, please just meet Mrs. Akonji and you'll be right there with them. They did a great job, and we are happy with the environment we see, and we are happy that this same environment makes us happy. Amen. And that said, ladies and gentlemen, some people have some pieces of papers that I gave them. It's a game we want to play at this time. If you are having my piece of paper, could you come and meet me right on this floor? If you're having my piece of paper, please meet me here. Be agile, be very quick, because that is what I need from people who have my paper. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, open your paper, and if you recognize, open your paper. If you recognize who is on that paper, please just move up to the person and hold the person's hand and bring the person right here in front of me. I have a case with the two of you. Be fast, be fast, be fast. If you don't know the person, let me help you. Dr. Demanu, you have a case. Do you have your lawyer? Do you have an attorney? Okay. Hey, some people are missing.
Get me a young girl.
I still need one more missing, and I need agility. Please, quick steps, because you have a case to prove. Let me help you. Okay. You know, when you are near me, you start understanding faster. I know. I need quick steps, quick steps, quick steps. I believe you all have cases with me. And I believe you all have your attorneys ready. And with all that belief, I will ask the judge, please, DJ, set the ball, roll it. Thank you.
Thank you.
back, stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. Nobody moves. Nobody moves. Nobody moves. Now, DJ, they have just opened the floor. That was the case. The DJ, the judge, has just said your case is a bit satisfactory. Now, as you are, stay there. DJ, I want you to launch another big, very quick step music, not this slow one again. And this is what I want all of you to do. You are no longer going to be with your case partner. Switch. No, you are not switching. You are not switching. Now, as you are all standing, I want you to make an about 10. As you are standing, about 10. As you are standing, about 10. Good. If you are male, you have to pick female. If you are female, you have to pick a male. Move in that direction where you are looking and pick a male or female. No, not you standing here. No, not you in this. The people sitting. We are talking about the people sitting. As you were standing, the people sitting, you go right there and pick. You standing, you are going to go to the people sitting and bring a partner. Amen. I want this hall to be populated. Is that where you were facing? No. Bad game. Who has my red card? Forgive me. I saw where you were facing. Come, I'll direct you where you were facing. I looked and I saw all of you and I saw where you were all facing. Now, as you are now, move. Straight. No, straight. I have never known you to have 4 o'clock. Straight. No, straight. Fail. Here. Straight. Here. Straight. Please. You don't want no. Come. Yes. Around there. You are correct. Now, DJ, are you ready for me?
Am I not privileged?
Good.
Am I not privileged?
No. You are not privileged. You have my red card because we wasted our time. Okay, DJ, shoot him. As you are standing, now start moving. Your direction, move. As you are standing, move. Faster. Quicker. As you are standing, move. If in 2 minutes you are not here, I will give you my red card. Good. There we are. Please, if you are done, move. If you touch anybody and the person is not responding, let me know. Because this is a state case. I'll make it federal. If you don't respect a state judge, I will bring the federal judge. Are we all ready? Yeah. Now, DJ, come, fire on, man.
I'm on the run, and it's them right down. Say,
Okay, now don't look at my direction. I want everybody to go this way. That's where I see all the population. Now, don't pick somebody standing. Pick people who are sitting and bring them here. Amen. Pick. I want fix them. Fix them. I don't want to get gold, man. Please, pick up. Pick up. I don't like indifference. Man, move, faster. All right, now I believe everybody now is here. That's not fair. Until then, my eyes are seeing you. If you think you can dodge into the crowd, you have a bigger case. Now, teacher, are you ready for me? Pick tap.
Say
That's good. Right? Are you breathing a bit faster? Yes. That is called keep fit. Amen. Right. We will be coming back to it. Okay. Hello? Are we together? Are we alright? You will get it right inside your marrows. Real perspiring. Amen. That's it. We have a few, I'll be calling a few names of a few people who, when the outgoing or the outgone, the outgone national coordinator spoke, he said that they will be raising funds to make sure that the new EXCO does not inherit an empty treasury, right? And so, it's just in that light that I just want to call a few names that will kickstart all of that. Not for long. Please just bear with me. Not for long. Take my word for it. If it is against that, please. I'll gladly give you my neck. All right. I will call on the incoming coordinator to launch this fundraising, because we are launching it today, and that is how it's going to continue until 2 years when we go to the next convention. Amen. So we are kicking it today because, as he said, and as they said, we are not here for, we are not going to go into any child's play, and they are bent on producing a lot of results. And so, Mr. New president, in short, ladies and gentlemen, could you clap for these guys? Could you clap for this organization? This organization is great. I feel that if this is how African countries are being ruled, we will have no problems. Am I telling a lie? No. When we have government's alternative. We will not have people staying in power for too long and then we start problems, isn't it? It is said that, you know, my father used to tell me that when your hand lingers too much around your buttocks, you will touch what? Excrement. And that is why when you stay too long in power, what will happen? Maybe if you started too well, maybe you will commit regularism and then something, it will end up bitter. So, Mr. President incoming, though you are already in. So, you have been charged with kicking this program that will continue till we get to the next convention. I hand the microphone to you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. MC. You know, without any fuel in a car will not move. We are like an empty car now. And with responsibilities like this, I can't do it without consulting the Director of Finance. I just made a quick call to her, who is not here, and she advised me that on her behalf, we should kick off this with $1,000.
Was that clapping? No. Did you hear $100? No. 1,000. Did you hear $10? What did you hear? 1,000. How did you clap? The Spirit is with us. Amen. And we will be with you all the way. So, Mr. Arthur, now God but not God. Come on, please.
Thank you so much. I know I'm going to be having an audit, and I cannot go to the audit team or the audit table in the deficit. So I'll make sure we move forward with the sum of $250.
Thank you very much. Now we know Ubuntu spirit is moving in us, right? And if you are gripped by that spirit, I want to call our pioneer, I want to call on one of our emeritus here present, whose blessing and whose commission made these people to take this very heavy engagement. I am talking about Mr. As Waters.
We want to usher this team in with a bang, a huge bang, right? This is what it's all about. So,
you see, sometimes when money speaks, it's like it banalizes itself. Hear the way he just says it. 500. As it was nothing. Please, it was $500. Put your hands together.
And now, I call on my able chief. Chief Willie Abegesa, the Igwe himself. And you know, when the palace moves, they move very, very majestically. And they do things in all. I was expecting completion. I was expecting someone to help me complete this area. So, okay, when the Igwe moves, he moves majestically. And when he does his things, they are all done in a royal fashion, isn't it? Royal fashion. Royal fashion. Igwe, royal fashion. Igwe, I am with you.
I am coming. Let the rope not pull me behind or a DJ. I want to reach where I'm going. Okay, the DJ says, if I go too far, I'll be talking to myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Igwe himself. He is coming up. And as majestically as he has always done, you know, he takes his time. But then, when he coughs, that cough is, I mean, you have to catch it. Thank you, Igwe.
Good evening or good morning. Before I make an attempt to say something, I have one word that drove me to Indianapolis. That word was attitude. Attitude. Yesterday, when we were in Robert's house, the incoming or the present administrator for Ncuda said, I will leave if you support me. Mr. Coordinator, lead us and move forward. I think that with a positive attitude, we shall build mountains where people think we cannot. Let's look at the future with positive ideas, edify one another, seek the growth of one another. Mr. MC, you're giving me an assignment to read Ubuntu. We shall all do it together. Unfortunately, although I did not receive my right salutation, I think the amount will be more than this. But the Igwe was not treated as a true Igwe of the people in the East Coast. Next time, please, go back to the bottle and know how to greet the Igwe.
Okay, Igwe!
Now you're talking. To be honest to you, 40 years ago, I entered in War Village officially. And I think, for security reasons, I could not travel my treasurer. But however, your daughter, who has made me to be what I am today, if at all I have anything, will help me with this little donation. Please, let me have you by my side. Don't tell my people what I want to do. Just, it's a beginning.
Well, thank you on behalf of our family, on behalf of my husband and me. We are giving to the group 1,000.
As far as I'm concerned, that sharing was not enough because they said this is the beginning. They said this is the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, Igwes are not just Igwes in the name, they are Igwes in the doing. Amen. I want to now usher some other people. Sometimes when you hear Igwe, the next thing you hear, what is the next thing you hear? Oh, Lolo. Lolo was already here too, so. So now let's call in the prince. One of the princes who is around. And I want to invite Mr. Analo Shak. Mr. Analo Shak.
I know and I can see from afar, it's like he's been overtaken there by some people who are trying to catch a photograph with him. That guy is a star. I tell you, he is a star. Okay. While he comes, excuse me. While he comes, Mr. Adam John. I know you're coming from not a low table, but a very high All right. These great guys are taking their time. And while they take their time, we'll ask Mr. Akonji Roberts.
Oh, guys, I'm embarrassed, but the way things work with me, charity begins at home. Before I go to myself, it's something we call in Cameroon brother-in-laws. When I was a young kid, I knew that you need to have in-laws. And from my older brother Matthew Awolo, I learned that you need to have in-laws that you respect. So before I say anything, I'm gonna call on the royal family in Bode Anagot. And I'm gonna start with my young friend, Anagot Eba. It was given to me. I will give to somebody else. I'm coming, guys.
Support your in-laws.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I will be supporting Ncuda today with $400.
That is, please, it's my turn. I have a microphone. Right now, it doesn't belong to you. Give me 1 hour. Thank you, Ever. Next is in line. They are these wonderful friends. We call them the mutual brothers, people of substance. So I'm calling on the table where I'm moving towards to this table where you have Dr. Emmanuel, Dr. Fonti. You know what that means to be doctors? Doctor in pharmacy, they're all researchers, they're all philosophers. So the microphone is yours, Dr. Emmanuel.
Good evening, everyone. I don't want to talk for long, because if I do, then I will have to step over. My group has promised to donate. So this table is donating the sum of $600.
Thank you very much. Mr. MC, I did request for 1 hour, right? So now we have 5 minutes gone. So I still have 55 minutes. Now let me walk around. I come from a family, one of the greatest families in the world. They call them the Edo. Edo is my grandfather. He had 10 wives. He had so many successful kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. And today, we have in the house one of the greatest, wonderful guy, smart guy. I'm calling on my dear Edo to say something.
Well, before I say my amount, I think I have to call on somebody. Who is going to give the same amount that I'm going to give? Who is going to volunteer? Nobody? Okay. All right. Somebody just said she's going to volunteer. And it's my sweetheart, Patricia. She says she's going to, I'm going to give 250, she's going to give 250.
Thank you, Matthias, my wonderful cousin. We all migrated to USA, a place where it's a saying that love has no boundary, right? So we have our wonderful in-law, one of the greatest Usa, who's married to a beautiful sister by name Mali. So we're calling on Mr. Mali to say something.
I'm not like some speeches. I just like to thank everybody. I've had a lot of fun. It's a great family. I don't know what else to say except this. And thank you, daughter. Me and my wife decided we will pledge $1,000.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mali. Actually, I was asked to give something. Unfortunately, I'm not a rich guy. But thanks to my wonderful friends and family, I'm gonna make one more last call before I go to myself. I'm calling on my friend from Dallas. One of our great war guys that I just knew about him yesterday. He's been in USA for 17 years. There are a lot of us don't know who he is. It's a wonderful accountant. So I'm calling on Mr. Enika, my brother. He knows who I'm talking about. He's coming. It's a surprise. No, I'm not gonna call him. He's gonna tell us who he is first, because a lot of people don't know who he is. He's been in this country for 17 years and we don't know him. So he's gonna come here and tell us who he is, and he's gonna say how much he's gonna help us. Come on, my brother. Guys, we're not rushing. We have the hall until 4:10 a.m. We're not rushing to that. We have this room until 4:10 a.m.
Thank you so much. Although this is my first convention so far, I really plan to support Ncuda as much as possible. So I pledge a sum of $500.
Mr. MC, I'm sorry to monopolize your microphone. Do you still permit me to continue?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. Where I come from is a place they call Ncuda. When I grew as a child, I learned about wisdom. There was a man they called Papa Amana. He couldn't talk, but when he said, that is a lot of knowledge. He was a man of wisdom and knowledge. So I'm calling upon his son, the great Uncle Amana Azaya, to say something.
I don't like long speeches, but I have to make a correction. I am not an appointee Amana, not a Zaya. There is nobody, as far as I know, the history of war, who was ever called Isaiah. I asked my mother, Mommy, who is our family member called Isaiah? He said, the pastor said, in order for you to be a Christian, they have to make you a Christian name. So obviously, in the Bible, we say you have to be given a Christian name to become Christian. The word is here, the empty hand cannot read the mouth. My hands are full, more or less, I'm going to give $100 now. I was going to say more, but since you clapped and I was talking.
Guys, at MC, I requested 1 hour, so how much time do I have left? You're not sure entry. Alright guys, one of the reasons personally I moved to Indiana was because I had a young cousin living here. And I said, I'm tired of living in Maryland, let me move to Indiana so I can have trying to discover the different places in the United States. Luckily for us, that my young cousin is an outgoing coordinator. It's no other than Mr. Patrick. Even though he contributed, he's someone who can sacrifice. But I don't know what he has in mind right now. So I'm calling upon Patrick again to say something.
Okay, since I've been pushed to get back up here, I have my friends, I have my uncles, I have my brothers, I have my sisters. So I'm going to get a few of my friends to make sure when I got the audit, they're not going to be looking for bail money to get me out of jail. So I'm going to begin.
So it seems it's a fundraiser, so I'm playing some
Thank you very much. You need to contact Boston today. Guys, while we're waiting for Ronald to come back, Ronald has to come forward. Ronald, do not chicken out.
Okay, while we're waiting for Mr. Kuradi Ronald, I have two people that I'm going to call out here. These two people are from the same family. I would like to call my, let me say, love-hate brother, Mr. Clement Bear, and the sister, Ma Johnimbe. So want these two people out here, because these two are going to make a difference tonight. While we're waiting for them to get here, Mr. DJ, can you give us some live music?
Emma, and it was quite impressive. I don't regret it. Put it down on our behalf, $1,000.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, and I just want to say thank you to my brother for the pledge. And
Woo! $1,000.
Thank you very much, guys. We continue. Mr. NC has decided to give me unlimited time. Thank you very much. I'm calling upon one younger is my in-law. He actually did his bride price through me. Not that I was the father of the bride, because the bride came to US through me. So I'm calling on Mr. Junko to come on the podium and say something. Oh, sure. Where's Arela Junko? Oh, it's okay. While we're waiting for Arela and Godfrey, guys, as I said earlier, this country is a very wonderful country, land of opportunities, where you can make ends meet in you as serious. So right in front of me, this guy is making me look more beautiful, but I don't want to be beautiful. I want him to tell us, let us know what he can sacrifice for God. So I'm calling upon Josh Analog to come and get this microphone. Let me do for you. Okay.
Bongo. That is how I feel more of today. I bet to it. So, it's all right to man. We are meant to get tonight. The sorrow. Yeah. Let me take it on one of. So I keep it on one of. I bet to it. So, come on, they go pay. Think about it. What do you want to know? You must go. Well, one won't go. One won't go. One won't go. Was on go, but more won't go for not to go. Okay, so wait. So come and move on, pay. Mambos are Mumba Chongo, $1 at the park. I think it's an hour.
Hey, Yummy! Never get one.
And the Gazette. Everybody watching that now. I'm going to come and go. That's why they come up to a sermon. I'm going to bed. That's from all. Who bad more? There are some neck back. Who bad to go? The one no. I told you go. Put on.
I taste. No, that's fine. I taste. No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Mohammed, Apopier.
Supporting 100.
Guys, while we're waiting for Mr. and Jungle, they are still coming. I'm not going to take too long. I think we need to party. We need to dance. I have one more thing, guys. Our goal is to raise funds. It's not for individual activities, but it's to help the welfare of our village. So it's good that the young ones should be engaged. So I'm going to call on a group of my young people that have helped nurture. So I'm going to call, it's a group who grew with me. I'm going to call on Dr. Ensign Melin, Ivana Kroko, Karin Aworo, and Atmo. These are two who grew with me to come together as a team and say something. Can you all come, please? Emeline, Karin, Yvonne, and Atmo. And then you guys say.
The young shall grow.
Yes.
In the work.
Where's the Melin, Karin, Yvonne, and Atmo? Are they in here? Yeah, that's how you say. So I'm calling upon them. Guys, this is a fundraiser. $1 in Cameroon is 500 francs. And we've changed a lot of things. So don't be ashamed to give whatever you can. Among them, I think I'm going to give microphone to the first, who will be first after I give to Dr. Nancy and Melin Atogo. Guys, do as you do, guys. Why you don't be good lawyer? Okay, guys, please, let's give this our young princess time to talk over. We don't? Oh, thank you very much. So,
we have our dancing shoes on already.
oh my God, man, do you know what this means to you? You are a father. You have a child. He's asking you for school fees, right? What? You are about to give a child school fees. The child will say, Papa, don't give me school fees, I have my money. They have paid $500. Guys, thank you very, very much. Guys, I said earlier, guys, it's not that I'm boasting myself. I've been blessed to have people who live with me as children. And Red is one of those who grew with me. She's a calling to my wife. So I'm proud, I'm blessed to have a Red. I'm blessed to have a husband, a wonderful, handsome man from Seoul, by name Ajoko Godfrey. You also see how well does it look at you, sir. Look at this that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank each and everyone for coming. We are happy to be here in Vienna. And for this occasion, I was talking with my wife, we will give her this close amount. Hallelujah.
Thank you guys, wonderful. On the split doesn't matter, $1 is money, right? Right? Okay, I'm gonna do one more last call. I'm not in my life that women can sing. I knew that there was Grace Baker, Ruth Cotton, what's the woman behind who danced so with almost like what's her name? That you know, but we have a wonderful princess who's gonna win an award next time, maybe on NTV. I'm calling on Sister Faith Komi. Komi Faith. Where's our sister? Oh, she's gone? Oh, she's gone, right? Okay, that's fine. Komi is gone. So, guys, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. I want to thank Mr. MC for giving the opportunity. Okay, guys, now it's not me. Now my takeover. I'm not MC for tonight. I'm going to give over to Mr. MC. Okay?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I actually called some 2 names and I'm going to add on 3 more. And then I'll open the mic and for a few minutes and then I will close the mic, but the program will still be open at the backstage. Amen. And so I am back here with Mr. Adam John. He is a very, very great and senior citizen.
Thank you very much. I love coming to India. My wife loves coming to India. We love the people of Indiana. So, this is Mrs. Susan, the one and only, you know that. the former treasurer of Ncuda. Good. So, anyway, as senior citizens, you know, we are no longer too strong to be doing what all of you young people are doing now. So, the little we have, we will just give you, but we hope the young people will continue to bring the big money. So, Ms. Susan, can you say something?
Yeah, happy to give $500.
The one who writes the check. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you give a hand to these senior citizens? If senior citizens can go to this length, then I know very soon, and very, very soon, when we come to the real fundraising, it will be fireworks, isn't it? All right, and that is not today yet. But we are already here to do the kickstarting, because this is kickstarting, right? Good. I called a name before. I called that of Mr. Anam, and that was Mr. Anam Jacques. Mr. Anam Jacques? No, he may be gone, but I still see his shadow around. The DJ gives me, he makes my distance too elastic. Mr. Anna Jacques, he's gone, but I see his shadow. I'm sure you know what I mean. Okay, while the shadow is taking time to come, because we'll transform that shadow into substance. All right, I have here Dr. Teme August. That is my great my senior, my own senior.
Sister Manny, follow him.
This is not actually fair because I'm making efforts to try to raise money, try to get money from others. But anyway, I already talked to my wife and she told me that she has $500.
Sometimes some of us little guys don't like the way you guys just belittle the amount you got. $500. You make it look so small, but it's too big. $500, ladies and gentlemen, that's the amount. And now, this is my other able senior, Mr. Atekola Ignatius. Mr. Atekola Ignatius. Yes? Oh, somebody was. Okay. All right. If he's done, I will send the message to his hotel. Shadow is there. Oh, his shadow is there? Mr. Atekola Shadow, please. All right. Next on my list, I'm sure I will hold my peace at this point. After this, no, I think I have peace. I have Mr. Another Prince, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arnold Philip. You will not imagine imagine? That is the Prince Philip. Oh, Philippe. And I will not be surprised to hear these very wonderful, dazzling girls call it Philippa.
Good evening, everybody. I'm not going to say much. My brothers came up here. Well, I'm so sorry. Okay, you are supposed to come to support me. I'm going to give $300.
Ladies and gentlemen, that makes 600. And I like these very, very truthful and straight talking in-laws.
I can feel this man, honestly. I can't begin to say his humility, his caring nature, loving nature, his eagerness to serve. We just talked to support him. 500.
Please, listen. Fill your cups. Take your drinks down before the bar closes. Please, fill your cups. Go to the bar. Make sure you get enough that you're going to drink because the bar is about to close. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, that was $1,100. Just like a joke. Okay. And to draw my line, Mr. Amana Show. Oh, I was going to call the name he did not want me to call or want us to call again because Mama did not say anybody in the family that has that name. So Mr. Amana, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, sorry. He had been here. He had answered present.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a strange voice amidst you. Listen to this voice. This voice comes from O'Shea. And my name is Matthew Anyangwe. And my mother came from Ncuda. I got married to O'Shea and delivered this strong boy. I know that in Kun, if there's anybody in Kun here, you should come and support me because I know that Kun people are very proud people and generous people. So whoever is in Kun here, just come up here and support me, even if you don't have so much. Because I am here from Oshe as a visitor to this meeting. I'm a visitor and you are my uncles. And I take pride in enjoying my uncles. And I've enjoyed you wonderfully. And I want to thank you for doing a wonderful thing. And I want to thank you for making me happy in America. And I'll carry the message back to Oshe Palace and Oshe people. We Oshe people are going to cooperate, as I told somebody, with the more people to make sure that Jikwa develops properly and effectively. So all the good people come, this is me. And you want me to be miserable, you are in trouble. So, listen,
your attention is being called.
No matter what they said, the last person who defeated the people was a good man. The story was different. So, I am now telling that the good people are strong. So, you people are here now. My backbones, my uncles, you support me and we raise funds for our development. When God develops, Oshe develops. When Oshe develops, God develops. So we have to work hand in hand. Please, thank you, you are my uncle. What I can put in your hand, you are the oldest man. This is the little I can have straight away. You will make it up.
Yes, understand that he doesn't have a credit card yet. Pull money out of the pocket and support as a sympathizer. To general.
So I will support the Queen of War from Kuti. If you don't know, you better know it today. She's from Kuti. So I'm going to support her with $100.
Action!
That's my wife coming. We will support with $200.
Yes.
Where are they?
My other brother.
All right, I'm going to pass over to my law. On behalf of Papa David. $100.
All right, thank you so much. It's time to dance.